There's a bunch of work out there. So, hey, we're live, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Keto Chat. Live. I'm going through puberty. My voice is cracking now. So,
it happens to the best of us.
Finally, gosh, it's about time that I did that. Hey, everyone, do you struggle with cravings on keto, sugar and sweets, and you're not losing weight? Do you want to know the secret to ending cravings so that you can stick with keto for the maximum results? You should stick around, listen to this show. We're going to tell you all about it. So welcome to Keto Chat Live. I am your host, Carol Freeman, board certified keto nutrition specialist, and
I'm Simon Kaufman, and I'm not certified in much of anything. Really?
That's it? Oh, man. We got people watching. We got to impress them. They're going to leave. Don't leave, people. Simon's great.
Don't leave. I'll get certified.
Right now. You could take an online something, I'm sure, while we're doing the show.
Okay. I'll take it.
Oh, we lost one.
Really? Yeah. Because I'm not certain. I got to get certified.
Yeah, just something, anything. Like, I don't know how they feel about this in the Jewish faith, but in Christian faith, you can just be an ordained minister of anything you want. Just pay a fee online and you can be ordained in the Simonology. I don't know.
Yeah. You pay a fee, they'll like name something after you, but no, they're not giving you anything.
You could perform weddings.
Okay. Thank you for your belief in me. Keto wedding guy or whatever.
I present this bacon and this burger or this, wait, that's not butter on a burger. Wait, is that allowed for kosher? No, you can't even have butter on a burger, right? Steak and broccoli.
You're the worst rabbi ever.
I know. I'm getting my rabbi certification taken away immediately.
Yeah, you're getting your rabbi card revoked.
I would be there with a little cheat sheet looking through my book being like, hold on, folks. Is this, I don't know what I'm doing. Never mind.
You don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's okay.
Failed.
Well, you know what? You know what else? This show is only meant, this is a medical disclaimer. This show is meant for educational entertainment purposes only. It's not medical advice. It's not Jewish rabbinical advice, nor is it intended to diagnose, treat, cure any conditions or circumcise you. If you have any medical conditions, illness, disease, or are taking any medications, please talk to your doctor. And if you need a circumcision, talk to someone qualified.
What is the qualification to perform a circumcision?
A very steady hand.
Really? Okay.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, yes. I would think.
Is that like something
you wouldn't want a nervous twitch?
Yeah, nobody on meth or too much Adderall to do your circumcision.
Yeah.
Is that something you can get certified online? Oh, hey, Nancy's back. All right. Hey, Nancy.
What's up, Nancy?
Just in time to learn about what the qualifications are to get circumcised.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably pretty rigorous, to be honest. You probably got to go through a lot.
You can study anything online these days. I bet there's a YouTube video that shows you how to do it.
I really don't think there would be, to be honest with you. I would assume that there's probably, but we could look it up.
All right.
What if we did a live circumcision one day on Keto Chat Live where we just...
Well, we could do it to like how to make sausage, right? Because
geez.
That...
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
All right.
Moving
along here, bringing you all the information you need.
Yeah. All right. Question of the day is, do you use sweeteners in your keto life currently? So whoever's watching, share with us. Are you currently eating sweeteners, and do you struggle with cravings? So that's my question of the day. And hey, while you're at it, just tell us where you're joining us from. What state, country, continent, year? What year you're joining us from?
Me?
Yeah, what year are you in, Simon?
I don't even know.
It looks like
I feel like I'm stuck in high school. I'm in an alley. I'm in a brick alley.
Brick alley. If it's a Seattle brick alley, I'm guessing it doesn't smell that great. It either smells like restaurant garbage or urine.
I did pee earlier, but I'm good for now.
Okay. All right. Just, this is all about the hard hitting keto stuff. So, hey, thanks for being here. Oh, we've got some more people watching too. So, tell us where you're joining us from. Join the conversation here. We're here to answer questions. And so, Simon, what's been happening personally for you?
Really excited. Got a big show coming up. I'm doing my first headlining set since the plague swept through, and I haven't really I've done 2 sets in the last 13, 14 months. And so this will be the first time I get a chance to headline in Monroe, Washington at 5 p.m. So that'll be exciting. And yeah, going on the road. Going to be doing some Las Vegas, going to South Carolina. Yeah.
Wow, cool. Do you have a tour van? You have like a big like bus that you take when you go on the road?
No, I'm gonna fly. Yeah.
Oh, private jet. Got it. You're fancy.
I would listen, all jokes aside, I would love to get a huge van and put a mattress in the back and tour around. That would be so fun.
But that, we're talking about
women would love it. You want to come back to my van. But no, actually I did that in Hawaii. I rented a van that had a mattress in the back and just toured around and
a rented mattress. That doesn't sound like I would rented mattress. Well, I mean,
you go to a hotel, you're renting a mattress. What's the problem? What's the difference?
All right, you're right. Good point.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's now suddenly I'm going to travel with my own mattress cover wherever I go. So
stop mattress shaming me. It's just like,
yeah,
I can't believe you would do that. Don't you understand?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right. Because actually, my mattress I have is like 20 some years old, and people think that's. I don't know. It's comfortable though. Like, why would I want to throw away a perfectly good mattress that's just got 20 years worth of?
Yeah. I've seen some of the people you let sleep on your mattress. I wouldn't. No, I'm joking.
It's mostly my cats.
Yeah.
We just got a heart for some reason. So look at Nancy with the hard hitting jab there. Monroe, you hit it big time.
Oh, huge. It's gonna be huge. Yeah, we're getting paid in syringes and needles. It's gonna be great. No, I'm excited. It'll be fun. Whatever.
Yeah, Monroe is like the
Mecca.
The hub, the hub.
The New Jerusalem.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's the hub to Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
The hub to the Cascades.
The Bethlehem of the Northwest. No.
It's like the Denver of Washington. You know how Denver's like this airport hub for all these different.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's put that on a shirt. Yeah. No, but it'll be good though. It's going to be a bar show. Everyone's going to be crowdy or drunk and rowdy, and they're going to be rowdy. They're going to be drunk and rowdy and yelling things, and it's going to be rowdy. Kind of fun. A lot of fun.
Nice. Well,
fun for the whole family.
So you said you performed twice in the last 13 months, so you're going to be fresh and. The nice thing is crowds are just so eager to get out of the house now that they're just like anything. Entertain us, please. Dance, please.
I don't know what I'm walking into. This sounds like a total bar show where it's just, they're probably, I don't know, like there's gonna be someone like riding a mechanical bull in this. I don't know what I'm walking on, but I've done 2 10-minute sets. So this will be my first full on long, probably doing an hour or something, 45 minutes, hour. I don't know. I'll find out when I get there, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
No problem. Yeah. Awesome. Excellent. Oh, personally for me, let's see. Just enjoying the weather's turning to summer here in Phoenix. It's kind of always summer, but high 80s, 90s this weekend. It's kind of boring, the weather really here. I don't know what else is to update. Not too much exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's boring. Sorry, I should have had more prepared. Maybe we could talk about a news article or something that might be more interesting.
Why don't we do that?
Well, this time, I know we take turns. Like you'll find some random article, clickbaity article or something like that. Today, I've got one to share that is from the Strength and Conditioning Journal. And This is an article that was published in, where's the date here? February 2010. I'll put the article link right here in the, oops. Oh, I keep doing, all right. I hit the wrong copy paste thing. All right. I'm going to put it in the notes here in the comments anyways. Okay. And so this is an article about low carb diets promote a more favorable body composition than low fat diets. The end. There's the end of the story. So basically this article is looking at, they had people that the goal was fat loss, body loss, but they also were looking at retaining muscle mass.
I hope it's not body loss. You kind of
body loss, yeah. Body fat loss versus muscle mass retention. Did I say that wrong? Okay. Now I'm going to lose my certification now because
I know, and your body.
I'm promoting body loss.
Low carb promote a more favorable body composition than low fat diets. Doesn't everybody know that already?
No, there's arguments that it doesn't matter, right? So there is something about being in ketosis that protects our muscle mass, and so people will lose greater, like if let's say the scale goes down the same amount through calorie restriction. If you're following low carb ketogenic macros, you're going to lose more fat and less muscle than you would if you're eating the same number of calories on a low fat calorie restricted diet. So,
okay.
Yeah. And that's good. That's good. Yeah. We want to retain as much muscle as possible because that's metabolically active, but also the greater muscle mass we have, the older we get, the more protective that is for a lot of reasons. So, plus then you get to look swole, you know.
Because it's summer in Phoenix. You get to hang by the pool and look buff.
Yeah. So just, have some butter and a beef stick by the pool.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That's
what I do.
That's what you do. That's what I do. That's good. That's what Carol does. So that's
what I do. That's what I do. It's difficult though, when it's like 90 degrees out, the butter is a little different than it is in Seattle. It's a liquid. So I just dip my beef stick in the butter and then I put a little bit on my skin.
You're joking.
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
I don't have butter by the pool.
Okay, thank God. Like, God, she seems nice, but do we really want to invite her back?
A lot of people don't like being outside, and so a lot of times I get the pool mostly to myself. It's great. So
great.
All right, well, that's that article.
That was an article.
Yeah, you ready to get into easy rule number 6? Let's try to get some excitement up here.
What is easy rule number 6?
So if y'all are just tuning in, this is part 6 of a 10-part series we're doing. The 10 rules to follow to get started on keto or restarted for maximum results and maximum fat loss, retaining more muscle. But also I consider results the quality of the life that you're having, right? So one of those things is freedom from cravings. And it is so much easier to stick with any eating plan if you're not craving things that are off the eating plan. So by definition, keto is a low carb diet. We're avoiding sugars. But a lot of people, the route that most people go is that they actually try to find all of the replacement sugars. So keto friendly sweeteners and desserts and fat bombs. And they feel like that's the way to cope with their cravings for high carb foods, is to have replacement food so that when they have a craving, they can just have a keto dessert or something else. But this is a big trap. It's a big pitfall. So rule number 6 is to avoid sweeteners for at least 30 days, all of them. So nothing sweet beverages, no sweeteners in your coffee, no sweet electrolyte drinks. So this includes stevia, erythritol, any sweetener of any kind.
Okay, what about this stuff? See this?
I like it's just like a plug that you just happen to have.
No, because I brought this because I use this. It's sugar-free ketchup. It tastes actually really good.
So that I think has a place in long-term keto. But this, in this 10 rules to follow just to get started. And again, I've been doing this work with
sucralose is the last ingredient. It's not even the first thing, it's the last. So if it's the last ingredient in there, that means there's less of it than anything else. So that's okay.
I'm gonna give a phrase. So I did a retreat with my clients this weekend, a virtual retreat, and somebody said this phrase. Actually, it's one of our. It doesn't matter, anyways. This phrase. She said, "The long road is the short way." So, meaning when people are trying to take shortcuts to get to the destination faster, it actually, you get lost and it takes you longer than if you just took the original path.
And I'm actually not looking for shortcuts. I just want ketchup. So what do I do?
I'll explain a little bit more of like what's going on and why we crave sweet, and why it's best to avoid it for 30 days. Now, I'm not saying you can never have sweeteners ever again, but the desire to have ketchup is because your body likes your brain is trained to crave sweet stuff.
Now, is this 30 days in a row? Or just like at some point throughout the year, you want to do 30 days with no sweeteners?
You're great question. It does need to be consecutive. That's the recommendation.
Wow.
Yeah, because I would bet if you tried not to do it consecutively, it would be harder. Because which 30 days of the rest of your life are you going to pick?
The ones at the end.
The ones when you're in the ground, huh?
Yeah, the end of life. I'm just going to go to the end and do it then.
Well, you'll probably be in ketosis then. So,
yeah.
So exactly. So that product, like people search things out like that. They think this is the way I'm going to be able to stick with this. I want to have all these, I want to find these replacement things. I love ketchup. And in fact, I grew up in a household where my mom, bless her heart, she just never learned to cook. And my dad didn't like anything that had any flavor in it. So when I grew up, whatever came out of the kitchen, my mom would always make dinner for us, but it was so bland that we had to add something to it at the dinner table to make it edible. So my two favorite seasonings when I was growing up were sugar and ketchup. That's all we had. And, it was like, so the reason we like ketchup is because it's very sweet and it's also vinegary, which can help digest protein. So that's often why we like ketchup on protein-rich foods. Now, the challenge with this, I'll tell a little story about to illustrate what's going on and why avoiding them for at least 30 days will help you get so much further ahead than trying to find these replacements, which again is the normal.
Story involve your mother's cooking?
No, it's a story about raccoons.
She cooked raccoons.
Not that no, I'm 100% sure she did.
I mean, I know you're from the country, Carol, but I didn't know you were that country.
My dad cooked a slug in the microwave once, but we didn't have to eat it. So just to watch it boil.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he had to clean it out.
Fond memories of the.
Well,
and did you use the microwave after? Or is that?
Yeah,
Juice or geez.
I mean, I'm old enough that this. Our family
went to a really dark place.
I mean, I've had escargot and it's delicious. I hear that. Oh, great, we're losing viewers now. That's it. Okay. If the circumcisions weren't bad enough at the beginning, okay, boiling a slug in the microwave is where we lost them. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I didn't do it, folks. I didn't do it. It was my dad.
Sure.
He was gross. It was gross. Yeah, it was very gross.
Yeah. Blame it on your parents.
My family, we couldn't afford to buy a microwave. That's how old I am. It was like this was brand new technology, and my aunt bought one and brought it over, and it was like, about the half size, the size of half of the refrigerator.
Brought it over. She would just bring it with her places. And you just like, hey, well, I brought a microwave. Your dad's like, hey, I got a slug.
Yeah, he just thought that would be cool. This was new technology then, and that was the first thing he thought was like, I don't want to make popcorn. Let's put a slug in here and see what happens.
He's like an Elon Musk, just in the way he just embraces new technology. That's great.
Yeah. Yes. He was a Oregonian experimenter. Like nothing was going to stand in his way of seeing what would happen.
Great. Okay.
Okay, no, that she didn't cook a raccoon, and my dad did cook a slug, but that's not what this story's about. When I bought my first condo, it was a very small complex, and I'm standing up on my balcony the first night. It's dark, and I'm looking out over a common green area that all the condos faced back to back to each other, and I'm just proud of myself, enjoying the nice summer temperatures out there. And all of a sudden I see this pack of beady eyes running across the greenway down below. And thankfully I'm on the second floor, so I'm not too scared of what's happening, but I'm also like, oh my God, what did I just get myself into moving here? The pack of some wild animal is going to come running through every night. And I look down and I can see my neighbor down below. She opens up her screen door and she's got a baking sheet, several of them she's taking out full of cat food and putting it out on her patio. And all these raccoons are running up and just eating it.
Oh,
20, 30, 40 of them. I don't know, maybe 100. There was a lot of them.
Gosh.
And I yell at her and I'm thinking like, why the hell is she feeding these raccoons? They're just going to keep coming back. Like, what an idiot, right?
What an idiot. Get the microwave.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? And she says, well, I can't not feed them anymore. One night there was one and it looked so hungry. It was scratching at the door. So I just put some food out for it. And the next night there were 2, and then there were 5. And now they come every night at exactly the same time. And they will shred my screen door unless I feed them. So now I have to feed them every single night or they torment me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So the moral of this story is don't feed your raccoons in your brain. So cravings are just like raccoons.
Yes.
If you have a craving and you give yourself something sweet, it reinforces. This is the way that the brain works. And it tells its little craving friends to come back tomorrow at exactly the same time, the same situation, and crave more. And so then you feed it again. And the next day it comes back more intense. And so this is the pattern of cravings, and the way our brain works is that we think that we're coping with our cravings, right? If we have a craving and we have something sweet, we think that's what made it go away. But all you've done is actually give your brain a Scooby snack, a reward, and said, good job, crave again, crave more. And so what happens with a 30-day reset, a vacation from Sweeteners for 30 days, vacation from it doesn't sound like such a torturous thing than like you can't
Everyone
have
loves
it.
a vacation.
Yeah. Just go to Hawaii where they don't have sweeteners. No, that's not true.
Yeah.
If you just take a vacation from it for 30 days and then you bring it back in, it actually gets rid of cravings. So maybe for the first 3 days, maybe somebody out there has heard of something like, if you're trying to kick a habit or some kind of craving or drug habit or something like that, the first 3 days are the hardest. So you might notice that. So for example, my neighbor that was feeding all the raccoons, right? The way to get them to no longer come was to stop feeding them. But for the first 3 days, if she stopped feeding those raccoons, they would probably scratch the outside of her house down. And they would probably try to climb up. They might try to attack her neighbors or something like that. But after a few days, they would stop coming if she stopped feeding them. So same thing happens with our cravings. And it actually makes your life so much more peaceful and calm, and just the quality of life is so much better. So I've worked with a ton of people that when they start with me, they're just like, I am a sugaraholic. I'm a carb addict. I can't go without the sweetener in my coffee. I can't not have desserts. I got to have keto ice cream on hand. Otherwise the cravings are insatiable and I have to have them. And they doubt that this will work. And every one of them, after they do the 30-day break, they're just like, this is the first time in my life I don't crave sugars. And it's so freeing, because it's miserable when you have cravings because you have to fix them all the time. You're always needing something on hand to get rid of the craving. But when you have no cravings, it's really easy, because then it's a choice of whether you have sugar-free ketchup or you don't, instead of a compulsion that you have to have it. So
that's a good
one. And also your taste buds will rearrange. This is physiology that happens. So when you stop having sweet touching your tongue, your body actually will rearrange. It will make more taste buds that are savory sensing than the sweet ones. And the good news for that means that after you take this 30-day sweetener vacation is that when you taste sweet later on, a tiny little bit goes a really long way. The things that tasted sweet to you before will be disgustingly sweet, because there's like less sweet taste buds on your tongue, and you prefer things that are less sweet. And so then things that are sweet, you need a lot less sweetener in them. You'll need a little bit of ketchup instead of like maybe a quarter cup of ketchup or something like that.
Yeah, it's like your tolerance when you quit drinking and then you have one drink. And
yeah, exactly. So you build up you reduce your sweet tolerance, basically. Yeah, exactly. So
okay, so no sweets, and you could just drink for a month straight.
Well, next week we're going to be talking about alcohol. So, I mean, you could
we
drink
are.
water, sparkling water, all those flavored. There's a ton of them on the market now. You could drink.
Don't drink those?
No, you can.
Oh, you can.
But no sweeteners, right? So
Got it.
unsweetened flavored sparkling waters. Yeah.
Got it.
And
Got it.
there are so many flavors of those on the market right now. You could have a different one every day for the next 30 days and not even have the same kind. So
we should do that.
Fine. All right.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're pretty good. I like them. Some people don't. I do. I've
got like 6 flavors of them in my fridge right now, probably. So
wow, you're tempting me to swing on by. Hang out, have a nice, expensive sparkling water.
It's only like a 27-hour drive or something, right? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I didn't do it all in one day. I took 4 days to drive it down here, so I don't know.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anybody listening, watching, any ahas, any questions? I'm going to do the 30-day challenge. Oh, that reminds me. We didn't check in about your Simon Wants a Present challenge for the tracking.
Well, now you've convinced me. I think I'm just going to do a drink a LaCroix challenge.
Okay.
I think I'm up for that.
Okay. Drink a LaCroix like just
drink
one
a
LaCroix
day? Every day.
Would
Commitment.
Would
dedication.
you track it? Would you you could track it on a Post-it note, just give a hash mark or a wall.
Yeah, I'll track it and I'll leave the can out on the counter so you can really see the difference.
There you go. Yeah. Like 99 bottles of beer on the wall, you get 99 bottles of empty LaCroix on the wall. Uh-oh, Nancy forgot to track.
Oy.
I guess her little present partner, they didn't follow through. I think it was Catherine last week, so. All right, the present partnership didn't work, so boo.
I forget to track, I just forgot to remember.
That's the first step. It's a challenge.
Okay.
All right,
I'm feeling good. I'm doing good.
We got a heart and a laughy face this time. I always have the goal that I want to get all the reactions on one episode. So, we're two fifths of the way there.
We're 2/5. We're
2/5. 2/5. I mean, I don't want an angry face, but maybe angry face about that lady feeding all those raccoons.
Killing slugs, innocent slugs that did nothing, no harm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't think they're good for your garden, are they?
No, they like to eat your thing. So eat your thing. Eat the little baby leaves in your garden. They love to eat those. So they don't really have slugs down here in Arizona. Yeah. And when I grew up in Oregon, they every night they would come out and I didn't know, but we were trained you put salt on them and that's horrible.
That's horrible.
I think that's worse than
in
microwave.
Oregon, I was in Portland. I saw slugs in skinny jeans riding bicycles. They're all over the place.
Those little antennas sticking out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think back and the microwave seemed torturous, but I think it would have been a quicker death than being salted to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, slugs. All that
Now Pete is going to come out against us.
Yeah, they don't care that we're eating steak and bacon. They just are mad about it, the slug torture we're talking about. So,
and they purposely killed a slug.
Slugs
are people too.
It's my dad. I'm not even going to mention his name, so they can't go after him. But he still lives in Oregon, so narrows it down.
You're out of the will.
Oh, drown them in beer. Yeah, that was another one. You make a beer trap and the slugs fall in. Apparently, they like to drink beer and they get drunk and then they drown.
Am I a slug?
I don't know. There's a test. Put a little kiddie pool of beer in your backyard, and if you fall in and drown to death, you'll know.
I like beer. Maybe I'm a slug.
Maybe you should put yourself in the microwave and see what happens.
Been there, done that. Okay.
Oh, anyone have any questions for us today?
Any questions for Carol the Great?
Or Simon the
decent.
The simple? The Simon
Carol the Great, Simon the decent. Yeah,
Simon the not a horrible human being.
Simon he's the best we got. What are you gonna do?
Everyone else was booked, so we got Simon.
Yeah.
Is that how you got that gig in Monroe?
It's just a booker contacted me.
Oh, well, I'm
ready to get back out there, man. I'm ready to get back out there. I really am. So
here's a personal update I forgot to share is that this Saturday I'm on a show with Camilla Cleese, who is the daughter of John Cleese.
Yeah, I've performed with her one time
Okay.
in LA. She's really tall. She's tall like him, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, very tall, very thin. I saw her. She was the host of a show. I went and watched Corey Michaelis was featuring at Stir Crazy, and she was the host of that show. And so I saw
Great.
her there. And when I saw she's on the show I'm on Saturday, I was like, oh, how fun.
Yeah, I did a show with her in LA that had her and Richard Pryor's son on the same show.
Oh.
And my dad's son was on that show.
Yeah. I was going to say and famous.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She's funny. I remember her being pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
And he's amazing. He's the best, dude.
I don't know who
John
that
Cleese?
is. Oh, yeah. Well, and so a few weeks ago, they co-headlined a show at House of Comedy here. So John Cleese so apparently still alive. I didn't know that, but
yeah,
I grew up watching. My dad was a huge fan of Monty Python, so
nice.
Maybe he'll do it just to drop in. That would be pretty awesome. So
that'd be great.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Your dad or John Cleese?
My dad won't be coming down.
Your dad shows up like, get him away from the microwave.
Oh my gosh. He brings his portable microwave with him.
Yeah, right.
Around his coat. All right. Yeah. All right. Any of our viewers have any keto questions? Anything at all? Well, anything about sweeteners? Any aha? What's your I could also tell the analogy of how sweeteners are like Scooby snacks for our brain. Do you ever watch Scooby-Doo, Simon?
Yeah, but Scooby snacks are good, Carol. So that's a bad analogy.
Well, but they always got Simon. They always got Scooby to do something he didn't want to do by bribing him with a Scooby snack. And so the way that our brain learns is through dopamine. A lot of people think of dopamine as the feel-good chemical, but it actually is. It's our training chemical in our brain. It's what makes our brain if we do something that promotes the survival of our species, we get dopamine hits in our brain, and that's what trains our brain to keep doing that more. And so sweet things give a dopamine reward, and our brain is pretty amazing. So it remembers the thing, but it also remembers exactly where you were when you had that thing. So it was designed to imagine we live out in cave land. We don't have street signs or GPS or anything like that. And we were just walking as we were trying to go kill the wildebeest, and we found a honeycomb or something. The brain would remember where it was and how to get there and the time of day and the time of year and all that kind of stuff. And that's what helped it learn so that you could find it again. The problem is now that we live in a world where there's sugar and sweets and honeycombs everywhere we look, and we don't need that reward to get us to do that. But it's also what causes craving. So if you're in the same place, the same environment that you used that thing before, so if let's say you ate ketchup every night at 5:00 sitting on your couch after you got off work, your brain memorizes all of that. It memorizes the time of the day, where you sat on the couch, how you were feeling. And before you even start to eat the ketchup, if you just sat down on the couch, it's 5:00, the place you've always used your ketchup, and you're in the same mood, you're stressed out from your day, you will start to crave ketchup. And it's because dopamine starts to kick in just because you're in that same environment. So it's kind of it's remembering where the honeycomb was. And so you start getting this craving for it because it's here, it's got to be here, it's got to be here. And so that's part of what drives a craving is your brain remembering you using this thing before that got the dopamine hit. And so this is so it's just like a Scooby snack. Hey, Scoob, you want to do something you don't want? You get a Scooby snack. So it's a reward in your system, in your brain that trains us how to do things. So
yeah, it's true because when I go to the movie theaters, I always want to get popcorn. But it's not like I'm sitting around I want some butter popcorn. But when I go to a movie theater, in my head, it's all about the popcorn.
Yeah, that's one of the things I work with my clients on is sometimes they've got those situational cravings that come up and they're like, okay, so this feels so intense. How do I navigate that? So there's a lot of different strategies around that. So it could be that you take a different snack with you to the movie. And so you take a bag of little meat sticks or cheese cubes or something like that with you, and you still eat that.
Joe, I would never condone sneaking food into a movie theater because everybody knows that's against the rules. Don't do that.
That's also something my dad did too.
Your dad brought cocaine to the movies?
No, not cocaine, candy. That was our family cocaine was candy. So
I know.
he had a very puffy vest with lots of pockets in it. And
Yeah, right.
it just looked like he gained a few pounds in the middle, but it was, all the candy he would take in because that was cheaper than.
Yeah. Then he'd gained a few pounds in the middle from all the candy.
Yeah, after he ate it, just changed the location. It was inside of him instead of in his coat.
All right. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Scooby snacks. Watch out for the Scooby snacks. Watch out for the raccoons. Don't be the raccoons.
And just to recap, no sweeteners for 30 days except for ketchup. Is that what we agreed upon?
If you want to take the long way, the really long way with all the shortcuts, again, we're presenting the 10 rules. This is what I've found the last 6 years of doing this work with my clients. Who wants
to go the long way without ketchup if you're really being honest about it? It's
really? Is that the one thing you would miss the most is ketchup?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, these are the 10 rules I've found that when my clients follow these, and I've been working with people for 6 years now, I find when they follow all 10 rules exactly as they're outlined, they get really great results. They get rid of the cravings.
Moses said the same thing. Moses, when he came down the mountain, he said, follow
10 commandments
rules and you're going to be good.
Well, just like those may be outdated now, these someday may be outdated as well, too. So maybe 2,000 years from now.
Don't murder people is outdated? Is that what you're telling me?
I said some of those.
Name one.
I don't know if I could name 10 of them. Is it okay to covet your neighbor's wife?
Is it? You tell me. What have you been up to? I would say no, but
she's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. I don't know.
Hey, I would say no, but anyways, okay.
So you're saying it's bad to put a slug in a microwave. Did Moses talk about that?
No, that's some real special Oregonian stuff that
we have different commandments in Oregon. That is true.
That's true.
Thou shalt teach your daughters to shoot a .22 before they're 12 years old. You learn to drive a car in your yard before you learn to drive it on the street.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then don't covet your neighbor's wife. Okay. And this is great. And what else? So no sweeteners for 30 days. And then what about next week? What do we got going next week?
Next week, we're going to talk about keto and alcohol. I'm going to tell you.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I mean, we could make it an imbibing show too. Like people want to have a drink along, and then I'll tell you why you should avoid it for 30 days as well.
What do you mean avoid what?
Well, alcohol. So I'm going to explain again. These are the 10 rules to get started, and we're going to talk next week
alcohol.
I don't want to spoil.
I'm not going to be able to make it next week. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I might have like a dentist appointment or something.
Oh boy, okay.
I have to get my toenails polished. I don't fucking know anything. Like I got to get a pedicure.
Well, I might have your present for you, Simon. Your what was it?
You going to buy me a pedicure or whatever?
Denali
I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I have a hair salon appointment.
Well, that's good.
But enjoy yourself.
Wait, are you saying if we drink on the show that you're not going to show up? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what I'm saying anymore, Carol.
You just don't want to even talk about alcohol on keto. You're just like, you'd rather stick your head in the sand and avoid the topic altogether.
Yeah, I just the science, and I doubt that you're not supposed to cut out alcohol because science and stuff,
Well, again, this is, a short period of time. You're going to take a vacation from alcohol. And again, like all these, right? This is perfect because every one of these things I've brought up, you've got the objections, which are the normal objections. And so my job on the episode is to explain the why behind the rule. And then you're going to decide whether you want the best results or you want less than best results. So.
Okay. Well, good. At least I can decide.
Yeah.
So subscribe to the show, people. YouTube, subscribe to that. We got episodes coming out every week. We're blowing up. We're bombing slugs.
That's true. We're talking about it. Rabbinical law, right?
Yes, we're giving our take on the 10 Commandments, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be fantastic.
You know, and this is the place. Where else are you going to find the hard hitting tips like meat sticks and butter by the pool? Like you're not going to find that kind of advice anywhere else. So
speaking of tips, we covered circumcision in this episode. You got it.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well,
okay.
you know, and the main message of this episode was about rule number 6, which why avoiding sweeteners for the first 30 days of your keto journey is not only end your cravings, but help you get greater weight loss, fat loss.
And that I can do. That I'm going to do. I'm doing that. I'm going to avoid all sweets.
And then that line that GL Hughes or whatever that line of stuff is, he's got great products. So
they're so good.
Yeah, later on.
Great.
Yeah.
No, his stuff tastes great.
Yeah. So take 30 days off of them and then you'll need even less of them too. So because those they still have some carbs and you have to be mindful of your portion size. And so the good thing of taking a vacation from the sweets is that a lot less of it will be all that you need to get the same
So
flavor.
you know him then?
I don't know him. I'm familiar with his products, but
he's never coveted his wife. Okay, good. Well, that's good to know.
Is he still alive? I wonder if we could get him on as an interview. That would be fun. I
think so.
I seem to remember. Does it say on the package too that he created this line because he had diabetes or something? Is that the story? DL Hughley, is that his name?
No, it's not DL Hughley. It's G Hughes. I don't know what it. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. All right.
Okay.
Well, any last questions, comments, folks? I think that wraps us up for this episode. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell, and select all notifications. You don't want just some of the notifications. You want to know about
some.
You want them
all.
You want them all. Give it to me all of it. All of it.
Fuck yeah. Oh, excuse my language.
Be greedy. Oh, wait. That's one of the 10 commandments. Don't be greedy, right?
No, that's not one of them.
Greed. Oh, that's the 10 deadly.
That's the seven deadly sins. Which
oh my gosh, I'm confusing those.
We'll cover that next episode.
Okay. All right. Alcohol, one of the 7 deadly sins, right?
I think it's the 6 deadly sins. They had a revote.
Okay. Is that a
I think alcohol is one of them. Gluttony is one of them.
Okay. So gluttony just covers any and all things we put in our body. So
yeah. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
But be gluttonous with the notifications on the YouTube channel.
Be a notification glutton.
Yes, that's what we want you to do. Advocating for notification gluttony.
Yes.
All right.
We condone gluttony for notifications. Okay. Well, this was fun. Thank you, Carol. I always have a good time laughing with you, cracking jokes, learning about stuff.
Thanks everyone for watching and listening. We may have actually a special episode next week. We don't know all the details yet. Well, wait, not next week, in next month, but more will be coming soon.
Special. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
All right. Bye. Thanks for watching.